Glad to have you with us from Knoxville, and the evening stage is set for just a spectacular showdown on the banks of the Tennessee River, where the Volunteers are set to open another season. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Appalachian State Mountaineers, taking on a team from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Volunteers' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the App State Mountaineers offense will have the opening possession of the game. And Jesse, if there is an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
That's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy and because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people are really excited, David, because he has seen a lot of ball.
All the ball, all the defenses, has rid the emotion of being really high and really low, and so
they get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Pocket breaking down. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. And the Mountaineers line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. So Tennessee's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There are a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollack, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Small. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee! A great catch and run for 6. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. The Mountaineers are in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
The give to the tailback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Play action. Quick strike complete. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Mountaineers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So here is the Tennessee offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Off the RPO, complete. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Tennessee. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it.
Brings into the open. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Here's the pressure. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
That's a great play by this defense. It's hard when you go against a guy that's so good at the quarterback spot. He can make so many plays, but the defense understood that rep. Nice job getting to him, corralling him, getting him on the ground, and creating the big sack.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Missed the connection on 2nd, now looking at a 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Vols will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Takes it on the return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. They'll start this drive going to the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
One of the things I hated as a quarterback was the blitzes from the inside linebackers, because those guys end up in your hip pocket quickly. It's really hard to step into throws when you've got inside linebackers bringing the heat.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that, but if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
Makes makes a move. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Looking for space. It's Thomas. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It is a maxim of Tennessee football that you must be physical.
Physical. It's this kind of people they are, right? Tennessee people are physical. They want to do the dirty work. They're willing to do the dirty work, and you love it when your team has a bunch of grinders, a bunch of physical guys, a bunch of blue-collar guys that want to work.
4 receivers set, 2 on each side on 2nd and 8. Caught behind the line. It's Small. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Now the play fake. Pressure coming. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at 34.
How about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that 1st down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this 1st. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. And after that 1st quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd. Looking to fire. A shot toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Guys, let's take a minute here and look big picture for Tennessee. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And the Volunteers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. With the line of scrimmage at the 28, this would be about a 45-yard field goal attempt. They're going to keep the offense out there on 4th down. This time he's got his man.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing 1st downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You've got to get those positive yardage. You can't go.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteer.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Texas is down right now, but there is still a ton of football to be played. And for a program that ranks inside the top 10 all-time in wins, don't be surprised if they come back. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to South Alabama. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's got him. And he'll step across the sideline after making a good gain on that one. The Mountaineers want to move quickly. The play-action fake. Completes it in the middle. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Just keep slinging it. Nice catch along the sidelines, but they get nothing out of it. Neyland Stadium alive. A cauldron of orange noise on third down. Fires to the right. Got his man. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. He's got his man. Turning it on. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And the Mountaineers come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going...
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. Back to pass. He's got an open man. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Dead center perfect. Had to settle for the field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Vols with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He makes a catch. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow-developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air on first down. Under fire. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes in the 38. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Pressure is coming in, and they get him again. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful start to things in Knoxville here today. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move-the-chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas amidst the smoggy smoke there in Rocky Top.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Mountaineers will kick it away to crank up the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. He's taking the shot. He's got it down the right side. He's loose. Touchdown ball! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. So here is the Tennessee offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Volunteers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Oh, it makes the grab. Oh, couldn't get the foot down. It's incomplete. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. Got it. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off play action. Fires to the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. No good. And after the miss, fellas, still sitting on an 18-point lead.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Quick completion on the out.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Mountaineers will hustle to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Snagged out of the air. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver working the curl route. Receiver got his depth, and he fought back to the football, helping make that completion a whole lot easier.
Surging forward on the sneak. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Finds us back in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
They're trying to get the receiver on a drag route and work him through all the bodies in traffic, but there's just too much happening. I don't think he saw the throw real well, and it falls incomplete.
He'll do it himself. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Vols just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Looking for room. It's Peppers. Past the 45. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
And the Volunteers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee! And the route is on.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they wanted. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Gets it out fast. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to go up top. Got his man quickly. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So first down will open up the final period. Gives it on the option. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Zings it complete to the right. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Dances away. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Right on the money. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Gets rid of it. Finds his man. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Mountaineers headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw again. Makes the catch. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Here's a heat. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Makes the grab, it's small. At the 45 on its way. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Pulls and fired complete. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
How about that 4th down? I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the 1st down, and now Palmer just watching it go tick, tick, tick.
Yep. Listen, it's just imposing your will, right? You know you're running it. The opponent knows you're running it there on 4th down. There's just nothing they can do to stop you.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Volunteers. And this defense is just getting squeezed by the Big Orange, and he's cutting him up like Peyton Manning.
Man, no answers. I mean, he's really had his way. They haven't made him feel uncomfortable. If I'm a Vols fan, I'm jacked up that I got this guy at quarterback because he's showing he can put up some big numbers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Washington has opened up the playbook, and they are scoring in bunches right now. This offense has been electric. They're up by 18 over Maryland. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Power football with the run. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Mountaineers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Using the quick game. They've pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. It's complete on the right side. At midfield, he's got room. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. And the Mountaineers getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards.
Fires toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now, to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.